going... Oh, never mind. So we are here with another rebuild. Of course, this is fantasy style. You guys hit well over the 500 likes, I believe, last week for the Jets realistic rebuild. To start these fantasy rebuilds back, we have 5 more after this that we just didn't finish. So, I mean, fair enough. I know you guys, I mean, everyone on YouTube loves someone begging for likes. But if we can hit 500 likes on this video, from now on out, we will post 2 rebuilds a week. So we'll post probably starting next week. Well, this weekend, we'll do a realistic rebuild. Then we'll be back on Wednesday with another fantasy. And then on like the weekend, Saturday probably, we'll be with another rebuild. So 2 rebuilds weekly until we run out of fantasy. If this video can hit 500 likes. And yeah, let's get into it. So, of course, with this being a fantasy style, expect your hearts to be broken if you are a Saints fan, because we're back to the old style of, you know, trading away age or just really expensive players. Obviously, we do a little bit of that on our realistic rebuilds, but for the most part, we avoid that. Is there anyone here that could actually help us? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. So I never do this. Even in the fantasy rebuilds, I never, like, ever did this. But Jarius Byrd, Zach Strief, and a first-round draft pick for Derek Carr. Of course, we are going to be getting rid of Drew Brees. I know there's very low chance the Saints get rid of Drew Brees, but honestly, with the way rebuilds go, it's a smart move. He's $22 million. And, I mean, just simply straight up, very, very, very old, simply put. So I don't know why the hell this happened, but Anamata, whatever his name is, and a 4th round for Jordan Howard. He's a 76 overall, and he's young, I think, so a little surprised that he's actually that good. So here we trade Mark Ingram, Luke McCown, and a 3rd round this year for Jordan Hicks from the Eagles. So we trade Jairi Evans and LRB for Deion Jones, who's going to be the starting middle linebacker, while Jordan Hicks is one of the outside players for us. So here we give up Darryl Tapp, a 7th and 6th round for Deon Buchanan. For whatever reason, they wanted him. I don't even think he's a young player. Unless he is, and I just don't know. Maybe he has quick development trade or something. But we've gotten some really great linebackers out of trade recently. I think Craig Robertson is good enough to find a spot on the team. Same with Stephon Anthony. Assuming we don't move Dayon to safety, which really there's no room for him to. We have Von Bell, who's decent at free safety. Ken Vaccaro, who's good at strong. So we trade a 2nd round this year, Drew Brees and Will Hill for Jalen Ramsey. I was so close without having to try to sign a free agent, but I did make one trade using a free agent. I'm sorry, but I just had to make that happen. You trade Josh Hill, Davidson, and a 3rd round next year for the Niners' 1st round draft pick. You trade Paul Kruger and Clemente for a 1st round from the Colts. I believe that's about it we have for trades. So this is probably not a smart trade for us, but a 2nd and 1st round next year from us, and Subar for the Browns' 1st overall pick this year. So here we're going to sign Jeff Schwartz as one of our offensive linemen. His stats are actually really amazing. So I believe this is going to be our year 1 roster. Our wide receiver core is exactly the same. Our quarterback and running back are completely different. Tight end's the same. Offensive line is pretty similar. We added Jeff Schwartz, and I think basically kept the rest original. Defensively, I actually haven't figured this out. I'll be right back real quick. So we got the defense figured out. It's a C+ from the middle linebacker spot, but I don't know what defense this team runs. I would assume a 4-3. Have to make sure that's true, though. Got great coverage linebackers here and there. Buchanan next season, depending on what we draft or get in free agency or trade, might be safety for us. Obviously, he would become one of our best options. Offensive lineman, I would hope we would find some replacement by the end of the season, so for now, I think we are mainly looking for Nick Fairley. Not a huge signing. Ooh, 0-2. Not a huge signing, but just try to get him back real quick, and then we'll be good to go. Let's take a look at the rookies. Please be, I don't know, Thurman, McGriff, and Jason Ingram. I'll take a top 4 if I know he's superstar and he's decent. But obviously, I'm not going to if he's just garbage. Jason Ingram, 1st round. Prototypical. Looks alright. Nothing too spectacular, though. Wide receiver is going to be like a little guy. 5'10". I mean, he's superstar, so maybe there is a move for him there. Cornerback's obviously an issue for us, so there is a few. There's a 6'4" guy. Very tough to try to rank those guys. Prototype Could be great, could be bad. Man, there's some talent. This might be one of those 2-3 cornerback rounds. I know we have Jalen, and then Delvin isn't too bad, but at the same time, I do want a proven guy that's young, someone with quicker super. Week 17, here we are. I don't know if we made the playoffs. We're a decent team, but we're not quite there. I know we have a couple of good pieces, but I still think we're a little away. We didn't make the playoffs, and we went 7-9, so that's not terrible. Aaron Rodgers is your league MVP. Let's see team schedule. So 1-4 there. Wow, lots of losses in the beginning. A couple of really close ones, though, so you can't really blame us too much. Beat the Chiefs, beat the Broncos. Like, we beat some pretty decent teams, actually. Got destroyed there by the Falcons. Not the easiest division either. Didn't really think of that. Let's see how we played. Derek Carr seemed all right. I mean, for an 89 overall quarterback, you'd think he would have done better. Jordan Howard fumbled 7 times. That's a joke. Obviously, I was trying to get him Rookie of the Year. Not going to happen with those numbers. Michael Thomas, really disappointing there. Kobe Fleener, really great numbers. Wow. I mean, I've never seen, like, I barely ever get tight ends to go into the 1,000 range. Deion Jones, not looking great for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, Hicks at the outside position played better. Hopefully they didn't, they better not have, like, readjusted the lineup. Jalen Ramsey had 3 picks, so hopefully one of our guys won some XP. Will Lutz, being as young as he was as a rookie, only missing 4 field goals out of 23, maybe has a bit of XP. Brandon Cooks with a great return game season. Let's see how we were offensively. We were 19th. Not the worst we could have done. Not even in the slightest. Defensively, we were, with those numbers, I would say around 18 as well. We were really bad. Where were we? We were like middle of the pack by like 20. So, I mean, it's not great. It's not great. Can we get some sort of award? Were we close to anything major? We appear to not have gotten anything close. Defensive Player of the Year. Wow, Jordan Hicks almost got it. That would have been amazing. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We were 3rd. Not the worst. Nothing for Defensive Rookie of the Year. That is a huge loss to take. As something like, oh, Kakaha. How well did he play? I didn't look at sacks, to be fair, but Defensive Lineman of the Year as a 76 overall. Holy shit. I got to take a look. That's it? 13 sacks? He had 78 tackles, 13 sacks, a lot of forced fumbles maybe? Ooh, 4 forced fumbles, 3 recovered. Damn, he was a beast. Cam Jordan, though, pretty solid as well. 3 forced fumbles, 2 recoveries with a blocked kick as well. Not bad by him either. So the D-line pass rush seemed all right. Did we have a lot of regressions? We had, so and maybe during the season we had a couple of regressions. Brandon Cooks has a lot of XP. Fleener has a decent bit, surprisingly. Was really hoping for some sort of award win. We, of course, did try to upgrade our guys mid-season. That seemed to do next to nothing. Kahaha, top of the line defensive pass rusher coming up. What about kicker? Will Lutz with 9,100. That's not bad either. 81 overall with quick development rate. Not bad at all. So we have the Chargers winning 34-17 against the Seahawks. Looks like the ground game was the winner of... No, it wasn't. I thought it was the ground game. I guess defensively, the Chargers must have done very well. So a bunch of sacks from the Chargers. Any picks? No, there was no picks. So I guess the Seahawks just couldn't score. What's it called? I don't even think I should have went with Fairley because I looked at his stats and he's not great. I think Willie Snead's asking for a little bit too much. Let's make sure there's no one else here that we really need to keep. Offensive lineman, we're giving a lot of risk here. We're losing a bit. There's quite a bit of age here as well from some of these positions that we're obviously going to let go. Really, the only guy that I would even want to keep is Snead, honestly. Let's take a look. And Nick Perry is there. Don't think he would have anything but normal, though. Exactly normal. So, I mean, pass rusher is not really even an issue for us either. Willie Snead is being taken. But at the same time, I mean, you could see Terrence Williams. We can get him for a lot cheaper. Was there any names here that's new to the world? It's always the Redskins with Swearinger, man. I don't know what it is with them, but they always overpay for him. Holy crap, look at Abry Jones in this free agency. I really wish we didn't pay my boy Nick Fairley. I'm debating on making the move anyways, though. Like, what a combination with Sheldon Rankins, who has superstar. What would you have to pay for this man? Ooh, it's expensive for a guy that's like, nah, we got to withdraw. As much as superstar development trait is intriguing, he is 25 at the end of the day. Cornerback's not an issue for us because we're going to go deep for cornerback. Was there something else we wanted? I think we offered a tight end, but it really doesn't matter, I don't think. So this guy, I don't know if he's falling or whatnot, but it says he's a late first rounder. I don't think there's any chance in my mind that we have to take him. Got a guy who skipped the combine. Those are usually pretty decent too. Let us start the draft. So there's one for sure target we know of. So we have the number 1 overall pick. I do not want it, so we are going to try to trade down with someone nearby. So obviously we do the usual with the Bears. Who are they going to take? Oh, they took one of the cornerbacks. That's rough because I don't know what to do with this draft. I think we're going to try to take Galloway and Tyree Jammer. So we're going to kind of see where this lands. Maybe the Dolphins want to just trade up with us real quick. So the Raiders are willing to give us a lot, but I don't want to go that far. So I'm willing to trade with the Dolphins just simply for a second-round draft pick this year. I know I kind of screwed over the Bears, but in the future, if we things start working out for us, well, actually, I'm going to take a 5th as well. I think this is a legit move, especially if they take a cornerback, knowing the Dolphins are in desperate need of one. So if they take a cornerback here, that trade up was actually legit. Do they take one? They take a left tackle. That's important. Who do they take? So, I mean, we're going to keep moving down. We have a lot of leverage now. I think I'm just going to go with the AI trades from now on, though. So the Browns, I think they deserve to trade up. I really wish I didn't do that just because I don't want the Browns to be screwed. Let's see what they take. They take a middle linebacker. That's a great trade up for them because obviously they wouldn't get him. Quick, like quick, man. I don't know which one, though. Like, when's it they both slip? I mean, prospect-wise, this guy looks better. He's going to be shit, though. Quick development trade. We landed a steal and a half. Supposed to go number 3. We took him 7. So, I mean, let's take a look where the rest of the guys go. I want to see who's who and what is what. Now, well, you know, I think it's going to be one of those times where, yeah, so Jammer was taken. But like I was about to say, that sucks. I think that was the guy we wanted. I'm pretty sure that was the right tackle we wanted. Was it? Of course it was. That is hugely disappointing. I was about to take him right there. We have a lot of picks already. I think we're going to take him. What is he? Quick development trade. We took him 19. Supposed to go 21. Potential rookie of the year candidate on defense for us. But at this point, with no ideas for linemen, we have to go for it. Normal development trade. Supposed to go number 22. He'll make a decent player. Wish he had a little bit more development, but, I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. We landed a decent draft. We're going to grab one last guy. This is probably really stupid, especially early in the second. Supposed to go 19. So, I mean, he's a decent player. Not someone I'd be willing to start. Doesn't even fit the scheme at all. I was really just hoping for like a home run hit. Speed back, like they said, looks pretty solid. No sort of like juke moves or anything, so not a great player. But he could be superstar. He is, so a really good land there for the Redskins. I believe they took him like middle of the draft, or the middle of the first round anyways. Let's go to Cardinals right tackle. This is the huge one for us. 73 overall. We know he has superstar development traits, so superstar is nice, but I don't know how far that takes you for a 23-year-old with very, very poor stats. I'm not too mad about that one at all. Andre Day, very good stats. Probably superstar if he is. He's a great talent. What is his development trait? Normal, so that's rough. Really great stats. Super fast as well. What is his development trait? I would say at least quick. Normal, so I mean a good pass up, I suppose. Amazing stats, though, so you can really not go wrong with him, though. Cornerback really needed for the Titans. Kind of expected that from his physical stats. Really good press. Wow, press is really good. Overall, really solid corner. What is he? I'd say quick. Normal, so another miss. Like, that was the big one that we were going to get. Not too mad with that. Virgil, he seems to be a guy with superstar. We'll take a look, though. What is he? Normal. Wow. So we took, like, the one good cornerback. Here we trade a second round for Travis Frederick. I don't really go for him too often. I don't even try to go for the Cowboys offensive line too much because it's actually really easy to get. We don't have a lot of draft picks like I thought we did. We ended up trading 2 seconds and a 4th for another first round. But, I mean, overall, we don't have a ton to work with. So, right now, I'm just looking for a potential, like, number 3 corner. That's not too bad. Like, Bradbury would be a decent player. We could just give him Delvin Breaux. Try to pay back the Browns a little bit. For third this year for Joel Bitonio. Could also try to give them a free guard. I don't know if we even have anyone, though. Don't know why I'm acting like we're losing here. We're obviously gaining in the situation. So we're going to trade all of this for a 5th round. I don't want to have a ton of picks to trade down with. Obviously, I don't have a whole lot to draft. Well, I mean, I have players to draft. It's just not worth it. All we need to do is play good enough to make the playoffs. And, I mean, from there, like, the XP will just start tallying in on its own. So, of course, this is the offense. Offensive line gets a bit better, trading for Bitonio and Frederick, and then drafting Searcy. Wide receiver is exactly the same, except for Terrence from free agency. Quarterback, running back's the same, so is tight end. Take a look at the defense. Exactly the same, except we now have Dayon Buchanan at free safety, where he obviously goes way up. We have a new middle linebacker rookie who hopefully wins defensive rookie of the year. If not him, then Galloway, who's balling out too. 81 overall, quick development trait. 6'4", like 95 speed. That is almost unfair. I wonder if anyone like that has happened or is in the other league for primetime. But Lutz also goes for 284 from last season's XP. Let us move on to the regular season, however, and maybe draft some sort of superstar development trait. I don't know, cornerback, I guess, and a wide receiver that isn't a slot guy would be nice, actually. So at the end of the day, I don't think we really lost, or the Browns really lost anything from Joel Bitonio. So we have Brandon Cooks, who's obviously worth it. We got him to superstar development trait. Is he going to re-sign? Needs a little bit of work. Can't negotiate the rest of the guys. It's going to destroy our cap quite a bit, I think. We're going to be in some trouble, but, I mean, some of the guys, like Kuhn, obviously isn't coming back. Ooh, 0-2, I don't like that. Clowney, almost $100 million for 6 years. That is ridiculous. That's like the nice thing about being a top pick and not playing up to your standards early. Like, think of Brashad Perriman. Like, he was injured all first season. I don't know about second season, but like think if you're signing like a 3-year rookie deal or a 4-year rookie deal and you don't even play the first season and then you come back and you play rough the second season, they're not going to get rid of you yet. And then you just dominate the third, and then halfway through your fourth, you're doing really well and they give you a huge contract. So you sit out, don't take much damage, and then you just sign in and cash out. So Marcus Wofford and J.W. Fountain. Wofford is a safety, 6'4". Could you imagine us having him as well? He looks really solid too. Could you imagine another 6'4" guy? Looks average. Is there any corners? We could use another one. I don't know. I do like the realistic rebuilds way more than the fantasy, I think. I don't know what you guys like more. Let me know. Also, I don't know if most people got to this point in the video, but I've seen a couple of comments saying that I should try to use different rosters, like more updated rosters. Let me know what you guys think. I didn't want to just go into it right away, so I want to know before you guys are forced with one. Would you guys like to see an updated roster, like trades, free agency, and stuff? Would you like to see a rookie prospect roster? What would you like to see? I did, however, see a name I like to see. This guy named Kell, who is a tight end, and he looks really solid. So let's take a look. 6'7", 266. Looking beastie. Might be the move. I haven't gotten a really good wide receiver in the draft in a while, especially with superstar development trade. That guy might be the move. Rest in peace, us. It's another non-playoff season for us. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we just don't have a great ground game. Obviously, there's things to work with. I just gave away that award was won. But let's take a look. So we were 9-7, not bad. Let's take a look at our actual schedule though. So we did well in preseason. We had 3 straight losses, 4 wins, a loss. So that's 4-5, I believe. Is that another loss, or did I already count that? I have no idea, but we were just up and down. We just never finished well, and I mean, at the end of the day, that's huge. That's a big factor. So Aaron Rodgers MVP again. So this is one of those Aaron Rodgers stories. Although Derek Carr must have been very close. I honestly don't know how you could have such a great season and not go better. 9-7 is not bad, but you see that. That's really good. And even Howard did really well offensively or receiving-wise. Ironically, Terrence Williams was the best of the Slot receiver doing really well for us there. Offensive line, Terran Armstead was garbage, which is really shocking. Let's see. Cam Jordan seemed to be pretty solid. Kakaha did really well. Nick Fairley did well. Sheldon Rankins didn't, though. Interceptions. Galloway didn't win Defensive Rookie of the Year with 4 picks. That is shocking. I would much rather have him win it, too, honestly, because Williamson, and he's a middle linebacker. You can get Defensive Rookie of the Year very easily with middle linebacker, which is why, I mean, you've seen it. We must have won it with him with 46,000 XP. 11th offense, 12th defense. That should have been enough to make the, what is it called? The playoffs. Number 2. So, can we have, nope. Can we have gotten best quarterback, potentially? Offensive Rookie of the Year, were we even close to anything? I don't think we even had one. So, we had some good awards there. Best quarterback, Derek Carr, just barely missed out on that shit, and it sucks. Best D lineman, Cam Jordan barely missed. And, I mean, Galloway was number 7 on cornerbacks. Not bad. Not bad, my pal. Let's hopefully sign these guys. I mean, I don't know how much we even have left, so we're fine. We can always tag Dayon if we have to, but I really don't want to spend that, so hopefully that's enough. Exactly what I wanted. Good stuff. So we're going to be missing a safety and corner. Wow, Kenny Vaccaro has slow development trait. He is shit, bro. I'd like to just save the money, to be honest. Take a look, see who won. I would say the Seahawks. I believe it was the Seahawks. I mean, how could they not? Well, we'll find out, I guess, because it happened. So Drew Brees. Okay, so Drew Brees is the Jags quarterback. So basically, in Madden, Jags are 1 quarterback away from becoming Super Bowl contenders. Sorry, Blake Bortles. EA said it, not me. Antonio Brown, DeAndre Hopkins. I have never, ever seen DeAndre Hopkins in there. Jeremy Atachu, very solid player. Woo. Vaccaro's actually getting offers. Are you serious? I think Terrence Williams is actually really good, but for whatever reason, we're not getting over this slump. I don't know what to say. Man, I don't know. Maybe Hopkins isn't the move. Antonio Brown, he's 30. Hopkins is obviously better. So what did we offer him? So Hopkins accepted. That's the only one that matters. If Delvin doesn't want to accept, he can suck a dick. You know, I feel really bad for Adrian Peterson. I want him to win a ring. I'm going to offer him a really lowball deal. He's not bad as a backup. I don't think he'll pay for that much. So our guy is mid-first. He seems to be amazing. He's going to be a great strong safety for us. Building a damn good squad through just everything, I guess. Drafts and trading and free agency. Free agency is going to be really good for us. What about the tight end, though? Oh, we got to go for him. He's a legend. He's a legend around these parts. So I think 4.31 is the lowest I've ever seen. So, I mean, let me know what you guys have, if you've ever seen anything like Break It. Obviously, we know John Ross is the new leader, which is fucking legend. Really want to see what he does in the NFL. I just hope no injuries for that young man. I want to see what he can do. Like, it would be amazing. I don't know if it would be amazing he becomes, like, the next great wide receiver, but it'd be cool, because obviously I know the Packers aren't going to get him. There's no reason for us to. So, obviously, I don't want him to, like, completely take over the league, but I mean, it'd be cool to see him do some things, I suppose. So honestly, we're just going to take him here. Superstar development trade, 80 overall. Supposed to go number 2. We took a number 4. Pretty solid stats. Could have been better, but a prime target for Defensive Player of the Year, hopefully. Obviously, safeties aren't the greatest for me. Really fucking ourselves with money, but I have to draft this guy. I have to. Normal, but damn, he's pretty solid. I think he'll probably start for us. 80 overall is pretty good. Really solid stats. I mean, not a bust, just normal development trade, which really sucks. Late first, we're going to take him. He skipped. Slow. No, I mean, he's going to make a decent number 3, I suppose. But cornerback looks all right. Quick development trade. Look at the steal here. What a great safety he would make. Solid free safety. Like, he is the epitome of a free safety. Good development trade again for an offensive lineman. I don't think we need too many more guys, so we might take one more and then go. I don't think there's any option but Cole Bach, who looks amazing. Quick development trade. Not great overall, though. So we'll see what we do with him. Oh, it was Bennard. So 6'2", very solid stats, really solid stats. 90 spec catch is great with 93 jump, because spec catch is very expensive to upgrade. Let's see what his development trade is. superstar. What a stud. So just let the record show we were obviously aiming for him, but then Hopkins showed up, so obviously we're not going to go for him if we don't need to. So we trade Fleener, Bach in a third round for Quan Alexander, giving us a great backup middle linebacker. Holy shit, I don't know if that was from us, but look how many second rounds the Bears have this year. Holy shit. We trade a third, a fourth, and Robertson for the Colts pick. Now we are going to just, I guess, give the Colts our leftover stuff we don't care about. I mean, I'm no expert, but our team looks stacked. Of course, our offensive line's looking really good. Surprised Unger hasn't dropped once again. Oh, speaking of dropping, that was not great. I need some water. Talking for several hours straight makes you look like a fucking bitch on the internet. Tip for you guys. Linebacker core is looking really good. Defensive line's looking solid. Cam Jordan's getting really old. Cameron Jordanski. I like the team. I like it. I think that's about it. I mean, moving on. Obviously, this has got to be the playoff year. If it's not, I'm going to kill myself. So we just got Quan, and we have to negotiate him. Oh, it's not Quan. It's Jordan Hicks, who is a beast. Got some superstar development traits on this team, though. Look at that. Quan Alexander, of course, with normal because he is a scrub. Kakaha did really well year one. Will Lutz did very well. I don't know if he won an award. He might have won one of the years. And then Jordan Hicks obviously balling out. So Joe Tymus is re-signed. Let's take a look at here. So we got a left guard and a left outside linebacker, Sally. This Sally guy is rather important to our team, though, assuming we, somehow don't win the Super Bowl this year, because our pass rush is looking rough. As much as I love... he's rough. As much as I love Cameron Jordan and Kakaha, they're getting old. They're not getting old. Cam's really old. I'm not even going to lie. But Kakaha, he's not really developing super well. And then Cam Jordan, he's done. Obviously, he's not going to be able to upgrade himself much at all. Let's move on to the playoffs, though, or Week 15, then the playoffs. Woo! Woo! You guys missed it. Wofford is an 88 overall. We're, I don't even know what week we're in, but we're like Week 13. I upgraded him. I'm trying to get some sort of award. We have not really won the awards too well. MVP, there we go. He was close last year. 14-2, baby. 14-2. 5,200 XP. I don't know what to use that on. 3-1 in preseason. Loss, so we went 0-1. 3 wins, loss. So we lost our only 2 games in the first 6 weeks. Then we went on a tear. 41-10 against the Falcons. It's a wrap. If we don't win the Super Bowl with just the way everything looks, I'm done. I'm done. Let's see what kind of awards we might have won. Oh, thank God he had a lot of touchdowns. 3 picks only. A 90 or 91 overall quarterback only throwing 3 picks with 48 touchdowns. That's insane. My stomach just gurgled hard. Jordan Howard balled out. Peterson fumbled 3 times. What a little scrub. Carrying your ass to a Super Bowl, and that's how you repay us. Hopkins did well. Kell did well. I don't know if it's enough for Rookie of the Year offensively. Brandon Cooks, almost 1,000 yards. That's rough. 3 yards off. Defensively, what did we do? Williamson, man. Really beastie. Pass rush wasn't bad at all. Nick Fairley, don't know how he does it, but he does. Jalen Ramsey with 7 picks. Our safety, I don't think, played too well, but that's all right. Will Lutz, I don't know why he missed 6 field goals. No reason to. Cooks is really good, though. Damn, 2 returns on the kickoffs. 4th on offense. We were really good last year, too. I don't remember seeing what the thing was, but if you've seen it, Derek Carr was number 2 for MVP. This is huge for us. Number 1 there, and Howard might be best running back. Is he? Let's see, is there any other? I think he's best running back as well. We got Coach of the Year as well. What kind of awards? Derek Carr, Defensive Player of the Year. Ty Williamson. We're running one of them tears. No! Kell, he's 90 overall, but he didn't win it. That's the highest rookie we've ever had. Like pre-upgrade or like postseason stuff, highest ever. He would have been the greatest player of all time. No development trait, he's just normal, but upgrading his what is that called? His awareness and shit really bumped him. Howard, baller. Offensive lineman Frederick. D lineman, no one. Somehow linebacker, our guy is 5th, even though he won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Jalen Ramsey, number 1 DB. Jason Myers is the kicker. We don't even have... Oh, number 10. Will Lutz made number 10. So we have quite a bit of XP. Derek Carr winning MVP, only 11k XP, though. That's crazy. That is absolutely ridiculous. Williamson did really well. He won a lot of awards. I know we used a little bit of XP from most of our guys, like, before the season. But, like, how? How did we not end up with a little bit more on some of the guys? Like, I don't know how Derek Carr only has 11k. He's not that old. So this seems to be a really successful rebuild for us. I'm trying to think of why. I mean, I guess my analysis would be the fact that, one, Jordan Hicks was a huge part of this. He's not been great, but having a cornerstone linebacker that can ball out like he did from... Does he start a normal or quick? I don't know. He's a really beastie guy in real life, but him, and then obviously the number one is Derek Carr. I mean, him performing the way he has, like... First year was a little rough, but after that, he just soared. 94 overall, pretty good. He might be even higher. I really want to see what this offense looks like. I want to go out there. It seems to be one of the best like type of offenses like I've seen. He's looking pretty fucking gigantic. I'm just going to toss him into the end zone. Howard's number 26. Is that what he wears in? No, I think he's 24 in real life. Offensive line not really protecting as well as I thought they would. Oh, my God. What is that? What is his stats again? I don't remember. So, I don't know what you guys seen. I don't even know if I showed... I probably did. I probably showed that jump ball with... well, not jump ball, but the catch with Kel. Game may or may not have froze. I thought we were past this. I thought that was a patch that they just made recently where freezing would happen less or something. Like, there's several things that need to be fixed. The freezing thing needs to be fixed for sure. But the little cheese blitz, like the little turbo on the outside with like the cornerback where you kind of like you line up over a lineman with the linebacker, that's like number one. Then freezing less, at least for me. I don't know if you guys freeze a lot, but I freeze a ton. Maybe it's my Xbox. I do crash on some other games sometimes. And then number three, a kind of big one, at least for me, is when you trade and you try to trade away something you just got, it doesn't fucking count. Solid drive all the way down for 7. Good defense. Start of the third, up by 14. Still not out of the clear yet. And there goes the clear. We are out of it. We're fine. Solid. 34-3 is your final score. Kel's a beast. I wish I could have him on Ultimate Team. I keep saying he's a beast, but he really isn't. He just seems like a beast, because every time I look at that overall, I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Wish I could have done the Primetime League, I'll tell you that. That'd be amazing. A young, beastie guy like that. I know, normal development trait. But that's what we'd work on. We get those stats up decently, and then we start working on his development trait. Sacks, nothing from us, surprisingly. Ramsey with a pick, though. He, very good. 94 to their 88 overall. Not looking too bad at all. See what we can do. I am getting really sick and tired. Wait, if I just resume, can I just go back in? I guess that's fine with me. Or is that not going to work? The thing that makes no sense to me is that we were starting the second quarter. It wasn't a special game or anything, so I'm not too mad for the results. But what... Like, if the game freezes, like, the only reason to have the continue thing is if somebody quits. So what's the point of that even being there? Like, for me, the only time resuming the game is relevant is when I freeze, and it doesn't work like that. It restarts you at the beginning. So what's the point of even having that? Plenty of time to come back. Run that ball, Howard. Throw that ball, Carr. Kel, catch that ball. Is that a field goal? It is. So it's an 8-point game. The Falcons could tie this one up. What happened? Oh, fumble happened. That's rough. That's probably going to be a GG. I mean, they have timeouts. Did they fumble again? I got to take a look at this. Who is their running back? Who is their running back? 2 fumbles back to back. Where is it? Fumble recovered by Fairley. It doesn't tell me who, but we'll see after the game. Then who recovered this fumble? It says a pick. I guess it was a pick. I don't know. Great game late. It was very close until like late at the end where we fucked them. 37-15. That is going to be our Super Bowl trip coming up. Falcons lose to us. Suck our dicks. Derek Carr is happy to win. We got another blonde basic linebacker. A lot of blonde basic players. 2 picks from Matt Ryan. 1 from Carr. I'm not happy with that though. No fumbles even though there was a fumble recovery. I guess maybe a receiver fumbled. Kel, you beastie boy, you. Defensively, Kwiatkowski did well for them. They must have signed him in free agency, huh? Solid stats overall. It is the Raiders. That's an interesting one. Who the hell is their quarterback? I guess they probably got a rookie by now. Oh, that annoys me. Oh, look at the green. It's not going to be any on defense, though. It's always funny. Oh, shit. We actually have a lot on defense. All right. I see you, defense. Doing well. But I fucking forgot to look at a couple of quarterbacks throughout the year. Like, we're off to a really shitty start. It was a huge score. We're going from left to right, I believe. Yes, we are. Tied up. Come on, score, please. There you go. They score right back. This is a Super Bowl of the ages right here. Come on, drive it. Yes. Hold them. No. Oh, shit. I thought that was the fourth. Oh, he went for it on 4th and 1. Fucking perfect. Hold them. Play some defense. Play some defense. Yes. Who is that? Cameron Jordan. 2-minute warning. Where the fuck is the ball? We went backwards. Oh, we're going to have to punt it. No. Oh. That's bad. Oh, no. OT. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, what is it? Wait, what? Okay, so I don't know what happened. I think they got a penalty and they called it on us. That's a Super Bowl. Yes! Unless EA wants to fuck us. What? What? EA! Oh my Jesus. They gave him a field goal after we scored a touchdown. Maybe that should be the rules in the real world, though. Just a full quarter. I think that should be the move, especially for the playoffs. 100%. 100%. Overtime, full 15 minutes. After that, no holds bars. If it somehow is tied again, it's fucking first to score wins. I think that's fair. It gives you a fair chance. If you can't get enough points in 15 extra minutes, you didn't deserve the win anyways. Who was the MVP for us? I would assume Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard seemed to be doing really well. We ran it like 50 times probably. Derek Carr, MVP, 4 touchdowns, 293 yards. Let's take a look at that podium. It's going to look real nice. God, it looks like there's a tennis player on there. Like, no offense, but like he looks like a tennis player. He really does. Like the skill positions and then defensive skill, which is middle linebacker, most would agree. Running back. Oh, Howard didn't do as well as I thought. He still did all right. What about Kel? He was all right. He was all right. Not super great, but he was good enough. Made a touchdown happen. Dayon Buchanan. So Dayon picked it off, and they just called it a penalty. It's kind of what I thought happened. Khalil Mack dominated in the Super Bowl. Perfect kickers. I mean, I think what we'll probably do is just simulate to another season. Try to keep all of our players and then simulate to another season and just see if we can make it again. Really curious to see if we'll even make the playoffs. We lost our right end. Kakaha was pretty decent for us. And we got a little bit older. Like our right tackle, Unger, is now an 83 overall. And Rankins, Fairley's all the way down to a 76. Our linebacker position does drop down quite a bit. Then again, this DePola guy or whatever his name is could go up pretty nicely. I'm probably going to end up just like AI simming the XP as well. Just because, I mean, we're basically done with this rebuild. We did really well. We don't make the playoffs. I'll never understand. Another MVP year. 15. How do we do better? That makes no sense. So we were 2-2 there. Win. We lost like the third to last game. We were like 13-0. That is crazy. So let's take a look. I mean, he's doing well, living up to expectations for sure. I mean, he did all right, but is that MVP worthy in this league? Jordan Howard, probably best running back again. Brandon Cooks reassumed that number 1 role and probably got wide receiver of the year. Let's take a look at linemen. I mean, Armstead has been really shit for us. Cam Jordan with 15 sacks. Carrying the weight. Michael Pierce was the replacement for Kakaha. He really didn't do too badly, to be honest. Decently there. I doubt our linebacker got defensive rookie of the year, but let's take a look. First offensive. That's really nice. What about defensive? 7. So, I mean, it makes sense why we did so damn well. Do we have anyone else up there? Howard, of course. Coach of the year, Tomlin, another 15-1. Carr balled out. Cameron Jordan, defensive player of the year. DePoila almost caught it himself. Offensive rookie of the year. I don't even think we had one. Defensive rookie of the year. Not DePoila or whatever his name is. That's kind of surprising. Howard's number 4 there. Number 2 to Adams. I need to see what overall he is. Look at the O-line. 5 of the top 7. I really don't know how they choose like awards. Like you guys see how Cam is like number 2 to Fletcher Cox on D lineman of the year. Yeah, he was the greatest defensive player of the year, which is pretty surprising. Let me know if, I don't know if you guys know or not, but if you auto XP it, is it gonna like give them all their shitty stats as well, or is it gonna give them their? Oh, I gotta manually do Kel. He's balling. $99 overall year 2. Why is his overall so high, guys? 90 release, 84 spec, 90 route, 90 catch, 90 catch in traffic, 90 awareness. Not even that fast. His run blocking stats, like 72. I don't understand. I don't understand why it's so easy to get a tight end up if they have, like, good XP year 1. We're not going to go into it. Watch we lose, though. Watch this amazing team lose. It's going to be hilarious. Okay, we didn't lose. But I want to see what our overall is first, because we've got to be godly. 94 overall. All right. We're definitely 90. No, maybe not. Maybe not 99 defense. We actually went down. Wait, did we? Michael Pierce might have went up by a lot. 79 overall only. Defense is still getting really good, though. Oh, Wofford's a 90. Yeah, I think the defense has probably gotten better since. I actually really love this team. This is my favorite team we've ever had, I think. Oh, we did win. We fucking won. So we're in the Super Bowl against the Titans. That is sick. 8-8 Titan. Let's just take a look at what their overall is. Got to be like an 83 or something less. 85 to our 95. What the hell? Like, do they actually have a legit chance at winning? Like, do they really? It's crazy how you go from realistic to regular fantasy and you just dominate your ass off. It's absolutely ridiculous. Don't know if we won or not. Let's take a look at the crowd. If it ever wants to load. Wow, we won a back-to-back Super Bowl. Look at that. That is sexual. This team is unfair. It's because the offense is like, it's a 99, but it's even better than 99. It really is. So the divisional, we won 28-14. Wow, we had 200 rushing yards. Is that what it says? Wow, Howard did well. In the conference, we 28-14 again. Take a look at this one this time. Wilson got raped. Who raped him? Who was the rapist on campus? Ty and Wofford. That is awesome. Let's go to the Super Bowl where we actually did a little bit of raping ourselves for once. I mean, we really haven't been dominating. We've just been doing all right. What about Kel? 1 touchdown. Solid performance. 80 yards, 1 touchdown. That's my man right there. He's the beast. Kuntz. He's so shit. He was like the slow development rate guy. 2 Super Bowl wins. Our team's still kind of intact, too. I don't even know who the re-signings were. Rip. Oh, hell no. Probably still would make it back. Let's be honest. We'd have a 79, 78 overall right tackle. Let's see the defense. It didn't really fall apart too much. I don't know who Rankin is, but he's better than fucking Fairley. Our linebackers, we would put DePola over there, so we'd have 80 overalls there. Our team would still make it to the fucking playoffs and Super Bowl again, probably. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what team should be next on fantasies. I think for the realistic, it might be Bears next. Fantasy, let's take a quick look. So the next possible teams on the fantasy style are Patriots, Texans, Jags, Giants, and Redskins. I don't know why, but I feel Giants is going to be the next one. Like, I feel like you guys are going to vote that one. I'm not sure why. I just feel it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you come back for the next video, which will be Friday, probably a fantasy primetime franchise video. And then maybe like draft champions or seasons or something. But anyways, until next video, see ya!